Welcome back here to a brand new season of the LosAlamitos.com preview show. I'm your host, Jose Contreras, your FanDuel analyst there on the set each and every weekend, alongside the voice of Los Alamitos, Mike Wrona. Michael, how was your holiday break? It was only a 1 week off break as we reset our season, but it was a nice time to refresh and kind of recharge the batteries.
Yeah, I don't mind telling you, Jose, that I quite enjoyed having last weekend off.
Yes.
In the aftermath of the double duty. So I feel fresh and rejuvenated, and I'm chomping at the bit to get into the Saturday night and Sunday night racing this weekend at Los Alamitos. Kathy and I did a nice car trip up to Northern California, spent some time in Santa Rosa, Sonoma, and the Bay Area where her family is located, and then drove back down the coast. Just got back last night as we record this on a Thursday afternoon. So about an 8-day trip. We had excellent seats at Levi Stadium for the 49ers game, but it just did not quite live up to the billing.
No.
It was absolutely dismal from a 49ers standpoint, but was a good experience nonetheless to see that place. And spent a night at Doc Allred's ranch in Atascadero, Rolling A Ranch, and had a very extensive tour, really enjoyable look around there, courtesy of David Martin, the ranch manager.
Yeah, I've been wanting to take a visit up to Atascadero and visit Rolling A Ranch. I'm glad you got to do so. You beat me to it. So I'm up next on the list. I saw that nice photo you shared on X or on Twitter. Looked like
with John Krieger.
Yes. A longtime rider here at Los Alamitos. And you mentioned he's been up there working for, 20 years now?
Yes. Dr. Allred snapped him up upon his retirement from the saddle. I think he's a 4th all-time leading quarter horse jockey.
I'm going to say yes.
I think that might be the stat. Magnificent career for John. Lovely man. We enjoyed a chat. And so it was a really good experience. Thoroughly worthwhile visit to Rolling A Ranch.
Thank you for that update. Good that you got to spend some time out there. Want to recap what happened as far as the quarter horse standings? Jose Flores repeated as the winning trainer for the long year-round season. That is a repeat win for him. Cruz Mendez, his main go-to rider, got his win. Monte Rosa second in the standings. Heath Taylor third. Of course, Cruz Mendez being the go-to rider, he won his 5th quarter horse riding title of his career and his first since 2015. So kudos to Cruz Mendez, Jose Flores on that tremendous year-round title.
Yes, Jose was somewhat of a drought for him until he won last year. And now the floodgates have opened. He's gone back to back.
It was a good battle. So kudos to them. They took it down to the wire. On the thoroughbred side, Edgar Payers took the leaderboard. Cesar Ortega was second. Henry Lopez and Ricardo Ramirez were behind those top two. Edgar Payers standings. Angie Aquino, thoroughbred rankings, leading trainer and leading owner as well. In the mixed breed, the 1,000 yards, it was Jesse Uranga, Sergio Morfin second, Milton Pineda third. So a nice way to wrap up the season last week at a couple of weeks ago at Los Al. And you gave us a winner in the last show we did, and it was Freddie. Freddie at a nice price. So well done.
Thank you. Yes, Freddie was ready, and he got the money at 6-1. I think he paid $14. So that was a nice way to close out the meet.
It was. So let's take a look at your pick for this week's show. It is going to be race number 7. And I got to know that this 300-yard maiden event, race number 7, start of the late pick 3. Pick 4 begins in race 6. You're trying to make your own little key race your angle, because look at the run lines. You're going to Sarsaparilla, by the way, who's 5-2 on the morning line. The winner, Cheater, was your horse on this previous show. Cheater ended up winning that day. Then you gave us Freddie, who was a 3rd place finisher. He came back to win a few weeks back in that last previous show we did. And now you're going with Sarsaparilla, who split them back on December 2nd.
Yeah, so looking for a clean sweep of sorts. And certainly the form line is strong for Sarsaparilla. We have not seen Cheetah since that win in early December, but I happen to hold quite a high opinion of him. I thought he was very impressive winning on this occasion. We'll show you the replay. And Freddie, of course, came out to break his maiden next time out. Sarsaparilla was drawn between them here in gate 6 on the night of December 2nd, with Freddie in gate 5 and the winner Cheetah gate 7 down the extreme outside. And what you'll notice in this replay from gate 6 is Sarsaparilla drifting inwards. She lugs in the second half of the race, and she kind of impeded Freddie to some extent, but she ends up finishing second. I think that Cheetah's winning margin would not have been so great had Sarsaparilla kept a straight path.
Mm-hmm. And I think that was the visual there. And that's why you like Freddie, because Freddie could have improved and was kind of bothered there. Freddie came back to prove a nice winner. But you're right. If Sarsaparilla would have kept a straight path, the winning margin for Cheetah would have not have been the 3/4 of a length to a length that it ended up being so.
Yes, and here is the kicker. This is what really has driven me into Sarsaparilla's corner for Saturday night. Blinkers on. Blinkers first time. That could be a key equipment change for this filly, and I think that she will get the money, and deservedly so, because she's run some good races. She was second to Wild Thing in the Futurity Trial in the summer.
Yes.
With a subsequent winner finishing third on that occasion. She's got some good performances. She's been close, and I think the blinkers on will get her under the wire first.
All right, so that's going to be Sarsaparilla, Michael Wrona's selection for race number 7 on Saturday night, which kicks off a brand new season here at Los Al as far as standings go. It's not a brand new year per se. We're going to wrap up the December here this weekend. It is a new standings as far as our meet goes. As it wrapped up last couple of weeks ago here at Los Al. So Sarsaparilla is your pick.
The rail horse is the favorite. Sarsaparilla is the 5-2 second choice on Ed's morning line. The rail horse was beaten in fast time when half-length second on debut. It was a very good debut from the Eddie Willis barn, but has to go to the rail, much shorter odds than on debut. So I'm comfortable with Sarsaparilla out there in gate 4 with the blinkers.
All right, best of luck there with Sarsaparilla in race number 7. We do have a 9-race program Saturday night, so it's not quite a doubleheader or 19-race night like you got used to in the last couple of weeks. So this should feel like a walk in the park for you.
Should be a relative picnic, right?
Yes. All right, best of luck with Sarsaparilla. Good to catch up with you, and I'll be looking forward to catching up with you here this weekend at Los Al.
Looking forward to it. Hooroo.
Racing! Live racing is back at Los Alamitos with a new season of great racing Saturday and Sunday nights. We're off to a flying start with our first Grade 1 stakes race of the meet, the Charger Bar Handicap on Sunday, January 7th. Top mares will be in action, led by famous Shining Star, the defending Charger Bar winner, multiple stakes winner, Sir Lady Moon, plus many other top mares. The Charger Bar Handicap, it's the best of quarter horse racing, always at Los Alamitos.
That's right. Welcome back. We're about to wrap up December, start the new year. That means the Charger Bar is fast approaching. We'll be talking Winter Derby, Winter Championship in just, not too long from now. So get ready as the new season begins this weekend. Welcome back to the Pro here with Christopher Wade. By the way, Chris and I will be on the FanDuel desk in a few weeks. Actually, not this weekend, the next weekend. We'll be on the desk, sharing the desk together, bringing you all the coverage from Los Al. Chris, how was your holiday break? And welcome back to the show.
Well, it was a well-needed break and a great time with the family. And I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I'm sure you did. You're great for your lovely family and friends.
Yeah, so I hope all the viewers have enjoyed a happy holiday season. And, of course, a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. And whatever holiday you celebrate, I hope you had a great time with your friends and family. I got the thing I was looking for more to, Chris, was sleep. I just catched up on on the most amount of sleep that I could. That was my holiday break. I was trying to sleep as much as I could for those long nights that we had here at Los Al. But we're back. We're ready to roll. We're gonna restart the new season here with the new standings all across the board. So let's kick it off. You're going to race number 8. Race number 8 is where you're starting your selection here for this new season. And tell me what you like about the 5, Mr. Favorite Jess.
Well, this is a talented yet trouble-prone horse that is looking to get lucky, get the job done. A lucky lifetime start number 10. Always seems to find just enough trouble to cost himself a victory. He's been second his last 2 times with trouble along the way. He was the deserved favorite last time, 21 nights ago when he got fractures, kind of back bobbled and screed and was crossed a little bit. But for the big run midway, he was finishing very strongly and very well should have won that affair. and facing a little bit tougher group of horses. Some nice runners coming off layoffs, and one coming out of the outside, coming off a strong trial race, win a pretty good affair, earned a good number on my charts. But I'm going to give this horse one more chance. Give him one more time here, and look at that time shot number at 10. One more chance. This horse had a good amount of trouble in that scene.
Yeah, let's show that replay. My favorite Jess, he was the odds-on mating favorite. He's not very well bred. My favorite cartel out of that very good race mare for AG High Jess from Jess Raven. So it's taken him a while to start to figure things out. He's finally started to figure things out, Chris. And what did you see here on this start? He was number 6 on the outside.
Yeah, it's a nice size individual, and went the gate nice. He's got a little fractures, not so bad, but still didn't get away all that well. Kind of back bobbled away from the gate and kind of skied out away from the gate, and was running a little head cock sideways and still slow into stride, but before the nice from the way and a little light pressure, but watch him skiing and brush right here. And this horse is still trying to get inward, and it came up with got beat less than a head, and very well could have won that race. The winner was well meant tonight, but this horse should have won with anything close to a decent getaway and straight run. If he just breaks and runs a straight course, got a big look here in that affair on Saturday night.
Yeah, look how I freeze it right there. Look at the betting board. They were betting it like a 2-horse race. The other horse ended up winning because broke much better. The 3-horse was for Eddie Willis and got the job done. But if Mr. Favorite Jess would have kept a straight path midway, even after that little bit of a slow break, he probably should have won that race. So if he would have kept a straight path, he should have won.
Yeah, very well should have won that race. He's coming back in 21 nights. I like it when he come back relatively quick. So hopefully he can mind his manners inside the gate and get a head start to the horse to the outside, who also have ability. Mr. Favorite Jess got a big look at the outcome for E.G. High Desert and Jesus Nunez.
And so that's Chris's selection with Mr. Favorite Jess. Excuse me. Mr. Favorite Jess in race number 8. It is a 9-race program. Race number 9 will be the Holiday Handicap for 2-year-olds to wrap up the card on opening weekend at Los Alamitos with the field on 9. All right, Chris, so best of luck, Mr. Favorite Jess. We're trying to kick off the new year on a winning note. Let's see if he can get a clean break there in between horses. That's going to be the key.
If he gets away clean, he's got a big look at the outcome. You got his other horse to the outside coming off a long layoff. And horse to the outside has got a talent, is coming off a 400-yard affair where he wasn't quick going 400, now shortening up to 300. So hopefully for the clean start, Mr. Favorite Jess should have the lead away from the gate, and we know he can finish. So it's going to give a look at the outcome. All
right, Chris. Best of luck, Mr. Favorite Jess. Chris' selection in race number 8 in the 9-race program. So that does begin the late double, and you're getting a 3-1 morning. All right, Chris. Best of luck this weekend. Catching up with you here this upcoming week at Los Al, and get ready for action for a brand new season. I'll see you out there.
All right, boss. Yeah, see you on opening night. We'll be out there.
Live Racing returns to Los Alamitos with our opening night set for Saturday, December 30th. Bring in the new year with an action-packed card, headed by the Holiday Handicap for juveniles. And don't miss our first Grade 1 Stakes race of the meet, the Charger Bar, on Sunday, January 7th. A field featuring the top mares in the nation will head the Grade 1 Charger Bar. Plus, our popular $10,000 Pick 6 promo returns this winter. Bring in the new year with Los Alamitos. Opening night is Saturday, December 30th.
All right, we're back. Let's talk about a couple of races here for this Saturday night program. And a couple of horses that I think could bounce back with much better performances on the Saturday night card. Let's go to race number 5. Now, race number 5 is a little bit of an in-between race. So there's not a horse, obviously not in the early pick 4. It is also not part of the late pick 4 because the late pick 4 begins in race number 6. But it is part of the pick 6. So maybe this is a single to consider. And it's not going to be much of a price, but I think it should be worth noted that this is, to me, it looks like a clear single on the card. A lock of the night will be Whiskey My God. It was 8-5 on the morning line, on Ed Berger's morning line. He's in post number 3. Now, you do have a field of 6 here, in this 1,000-yard conditional claiming tag, of $10,000. And you do have the class dropper, Creative Peak on the rail, who's been close in some allowance spots. This is the first time he's been entered for a claiming tag in a long time, as far as we can see in those PPs. But I'm going with Whiskey My God. On December 2nd, he was the betting favorite in that race back on December 2nd. It was a 12-5 claiming event. And do note that off of that previous race, he had won that $50,000 National Thoroughbred League allowance. That was a very nice purse of $50,000. So the connections saw fit to just drop it in for 12.5. If somebody takes him, they'll take him. Nobody dipped in, but he was the odds-on favorite that night. And let's take a look at that replay back on December 2nd. Now, he's going to show his usual speed, and that's why he was the clear betting favorite this night, because he has good amount of speed. He was coming out for that $50,000 allowance, where he defeated some very good horses like Winding and Head for Business in that field back on November 11th. It was a very good field of 8. But he's the rail. He's got the lead. He uses his speed to open up a length and a half, length and 3/4, almost 2 lengths here into the turn. But watch what he does here into the turn. Ricardo Ramirez is trying to flag him with the right hand, but he continues to drift. Now, this is going to cost him not only momentum, but also a lot of ground. So he lets him drift because he feels like he still has the speed, but he drifts out to the 6th path. He loses a lot of ground. He ends up coming back and getting into rhythm, and he bumps with the 2, was perfect deed, and they bump together right there, and he ends up missing by a head. Now, with all that extra ground he covered, he probably should have won that race and should have won it very easily. If he keeps a straight path, I think he's the horse to beat. There's not a ton of speed here. We might see some speed from the 4 coming in from Golden Gate. There might be a little speed from Mindshare on the outside, who doesn't always break well, but he can show speed. But I think Whiskey My God, if he keeps a straight path as far as taking the turn well, he's the winner in race number 5 as the lock of the night. Now let's go over to race number 9, the featured event of the evening. The 2-year-olds going in the Holiday Handicap, $20,000 purse here, going 350 yards. Good quarter horse field here. We have Papa's Fame, who's coming in from Sweetwater, from Monte Rosa. CD Docs Candidata, who's 2 for 2. Gave her a look there, 11-1 on debut. She came through with a nice price. They came back again at nearly 5-1. But the horse I'm going to zero in is Asscher. Asscher, a little bit flat. I thought she was going to put up a much sharper effort on 2 Million Trials night on November 19th, and she ran okay. She was 2-1 favorite. She got beat a length. She wasn't as sharp as I thought she was going to be, but she still ran okay. I like that they kept her here, Los Al. Maybe she's acclimated a little bit more now. She showed tremendous amount of talent at Ruidoso. I had her on my watch list after that trouble debut where she was 31. She was coming out of a very, very sharp training race that I watched at Ruidoso. So I was willing to back her next time out, and she came back and scored at a nice price of 7-1. There's been a couple of awkward starts, couple of awkward trips for her. But when she's on her game, I think she's very, very good. And I'm hoping she bounces back with a much better and sharper effort on Saturday night. You do have expensive for Jose Flores towards the outside, same as Relentless Coronado for Eddie Willis. Eduardo Nicasio gets the ride on that one. So there's some nice horses in this field, some nice 2-year-olds, but I'm looking for a bounce back effort. I think Asscher, we still haven't seen the best of her just yet here at Los Al, and I think that night could be Saturday night in race number 9, the Holiday Handicap. Best of luck with this weekend of racing at Los Alamitos as we get back underway. Hope to see you out there sometime this season. Come and visit us. Our year-round Thoroughbred Quarter Horse season is on a Saturday, Sunday night basis here in Southern California at Los Alamitos. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you out at the races at Los Al.
Racing! Live racing is back at Los Alamitos with a new season of great racing Saturday and Sunday nights. We're off to a flying start with our first Grade 1 stakes race of the meet, the Charger Bar Handicap on Sunday, January 7th. Top mares will be in action, led by famous Shining Star, the defending Charger Bar winner, multiple stakes winner, Sir Lady Moon, plus many other top mares. The Charger Bar Handicap, it's the best of quarter horse racing, always at Los Alamitos. The Los Alamitos traditional pick six continues to rise. On July 2nd, a carryover of nearly $15,000 led to a total pool of over $150,000. On July 9th, a carryover of $15,000 led to a total pool of nearly $160,000. Plus, with no jackpot provisions, the Los Alamitos pick six can pay big time every time. And if we don't have a carryover going into Sunday night, we'll add 10 grand to the pool. That's right, the fast-rising Los Alamitos pick six is one of the country's best.